Okay, so here we have today is the Ideazon or SteelSeries Merc gaming keyboard. Um, Perhaps the best thing about this keyboard is this gamepad right here. It's got your WASD and every other key you normally use for your RTSs, FPSs, and MMOs, especially MMOs and FPSs. Um, you can remap every one of these keys to whatever you want to do. Uh, it pretty much is your entire left half of your keyboard, and it's really nice, especially with the numbers uh, being there. It's got special names for each one of the keys, and it's already got pre-map settings. Here you have your Z engine key. It brings up the software included, which I'll do that in another video, and you can remap every one of the keys on the actual keyboard. You got your volume keys and all your media keys. And another good feature about this is the application keys, is what I like to call them. You can rename them, remap them to whatever you want them. They usually are for launching applications. Uh, so, you can make WoW your one, whatever other games you want to other ones, or Internet Explorer, or whatever you like to use there. Um, Another nice feature is it doesn't have, your 6 keys in the middle. It's got this shortcut pad. Uh, you switch between it with numlock. Without numlock, you have things such as close, minimize, maximize, your My Computer, search functions, go to desktop, cut, copy, paste, and these 2 keys right here, shift left and shift right, they're normally used for text editing along with the other shortcut keys, obviously, but you can use them in games to, remap into special keys if you're using your right hand instead of being a left-hand keyboard gamer, if you're left-handed with your mouse. If you switch numlock, it's your regular numpad, which is also very convenient. I've had this keyboard for roughly about 6 or 7 years, as I said, when it was Ideazon, before Merc and Ideazon switched, or merged. But I've never had any problem with any keys malfunctioning, messing up, anything like that. The software is still precise, and it works just as well as it did from day one. There's a lot more mods than when I first bought it. Of course, like the new World of Warcraft Cataclysm mod just recently came out. It resets all these gamepad keys to specific functions, like P is open all bags, which if you have an add-on for that, you can remap that key to something else. I usually use these 4 keys as special hotkeys. Your a couple spells, because I don't really ever use those normally if I'm going to be typing, like R is reply. You really don't need that if you're going to be using the actual main keyboard. So overall, this keyboard is a 10 out of 10 for gaming. It's got everything you would need on this gamepad here. It's got remappable keys for every single one of them. You can even remap the Windows key, which is actually very nice because you don't need it in the game. And for everyday use is also a 10 out of 10 because you can remap them to whatever application you want them, and it's got text editing keys too. So they went all out on this keyboard. So that concludes my